Hello and welcome to the first Sunday Pep Talk. It's a new week and a new chance for you to go out and conquer the world. Now, since this is the first one, let's start with a little bit of introduction. My name is Jason, Sig, guy who gives random pep talks. Whatever you want to call me that keeps you coming back here, that's cool. So, who am I? Well, I'm a programmer now, but I've dabbled in a lot of different things, kind of all over the world. So I'm going to try to frame this in a little bit different ways, and hopefully I can find something that connects with you, something that keeps you coming back here, maybe makes your life just a little bit better. This is not a miracle drug. I'm not expecting to cure all kind of psychological issues of feeling inadequate, but maybe helps you just that little bit. That's all we're trying to do. Take that little foundation, build on it, grow a little bit step by step, little by little, and maybe we'll all do a little bit better. So this first one, I want to start with something that we all deal with at some point, the job search. And it's not easy. It's not easy kind of putting yourself out there and saying, look, this is who I am, this is my skills, let's work together, hopefully I can get you to pay me. And this is not even necessarily in the traditional, I guess, corporate world jobs. This can be everything from, you're auditioning to maybe you're trying to get a piece submitted to a museum, some exhibition. It's kind of all applies because essentially what you're doing is you're showing your skills to someone else and hoping they approve of it. And, it's not necessarily a very standardized process. It's not something that, okay, you have A, you have B, you have C, and now here's what you want, which is D. It just doesn't work like that. Everything that we do in society in this field of trying to find a job, trying to find an opportunity, is so arbitrary. No matter what people tell you, it's arbitrary. So I kind of want to give you some ideas of, well, how can you fix that? How can you kind of feel like, okay, I got this, I have a chance, have that confidence. And I think to do that, it's easy to start with a story that I heard from Morgan Spurlock talking. And he told a story about a reporter who went to visit Kanye West. And now, apparently, in Kanye West's house, which, I haven't been to, but there's a portrait of Kanye West that's massive. So this reporter goes, Kanye, why do you have this huge portrait of yourself? And, you're probably thinking, Kanye's kind of arrogant. Maybe he tries to go on stage and steal Taylor Swift's limelight, steal someone else's famous limelight. He's just, never satisfied. And he said, look, that's not what it's about at all. What it really is if I'm not a fan of me first, how can I expect other people to be a fan? And I think that it's not just, Kanye trying to be one of the greatest entertainers of his generation, but it really comes down to you and whatever you're trying to accomplish right now. If you don't think that you're good enough to do what you want to do, how can you expect other people to? And, certain people can get lucky. Maybe you're just in the zone that day, but overall, throughout all of life, it's so much easier if the very first step you believe that, okay, I can do this. And you're going to have imposter syndrome. You're going to feel that, okay, maybe I'm underqualified. But at the same time, you got to feel even under those levels that I got this. I can go out and do this. So think about kind of in the past week, maybe in the past month, even the past year, the amount of times you told yourself, I'm just not good enough. Maybe it's they don't like my look, maybe they don't like my work, maybe that, I don't have as much experience, maybe I'm self-taught, maybe I'm switching fields. You just gotta, set all that aside. And I think the easiest way to do that is, write it down. Keep this ongoing journal. This is like a really big key table. Keep an ongoing journal of things that you're telling yourself that you're not good enough or you're bad at. And what I want you to do beside that ongoing list is I want you to say, that's either not that big of a deal, this is how I'm going to fix it, or, that's just their loss. Maybe they didn't see something that I know I have, and I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm just going to keep moving because I know at the end of the day, they're going to look back and wish they had done something different. And that's the attitude you need to have. And by the same token, you need to start keeping track of things that are going well. There's little key wins that start building up and really lead to a lot of long-term success. And say, self, good job. Keep it up. I see you're making progress. Or even when you're trying to solve some of the problems, maybe you went to an interview, an audition, and say, I forgot some lines, or maybe I didn't know this formula, and now you do. Now you feel a lot more confident. Take note of that. Feel proud of yourself that, okay, I have this confidence. And this is not necessarily the same thing as how we need to give everyone a ribbon and sports participate. It's not that idea at all. What this really is for you to yourself to feel that I have confidence. Enough people in the world are going to tell you that you're bad, you're ugly, you're not as smart. The last thing that you yourself need to do is be one of those people telling you that you cannot do what you want to do, because guess what? If you work hard enough, if you give it time, you certainly have a good shot at it. And if you shoot for the stars and fall short, okay, well, you probably had a great experience, or even if you didn't, something to build on to the next one. And don't get so caught up. If something's not working out for you, then think about, okay, maybe that's just not meant to be right now. Whether that's, I'm shooting for some elite company, elite school, maybe that's just not where I need to be right now, and that's okay. There's so many opportunities in this world, and even an opportunity that's not here now could be here in 5 to 10 years, and you're probably a lot better off getting that in the future because you didn't dwell yourself going down this path that either ends in misery or you just don't provide for yourself. And, it really just comes down to, at the end of the day, being able to look yourself in the mirror and say, I am happy with who I am. I'm happy with this progress that I'm making toward my goal, and it's taking that step by step because you got this. You can do it. Now that about wraps it up here for this first one. If you like this video, I want you to go down, hit that subscribe button below. We're going to try to do this every week, maybe every other week. And if you had comments, leave them below. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't, maybe something you want to hear about in the future, and share it with your friends. Hope that, a few weeks from now, a few months from now, start seeing a little change. It's not going to be a dramatic difference. It's not going to be like everyone's going to sing Kumbaya, but, maybe someone somewhere will be a little bit happier. And that video will be a success. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks again. Have a